About 5 years ago, the amazing Peppermint Gentleman introduced me to DevilMan Crybaby, and I tweeted that I would never forgive this anime for what it did to me. It's been 5 years since, and I'm still upset. Not because it was a bad anime. No. In fact, it was visually astounding and thematically beautiful. One of the greatest animes I've ever watched. I'm upset because it broke my heart. DevilMan Crybaby isn't for everyone. It's 10 episodes of violence, sex, and funky music. A supernatural horror remake of Go Nagai's iconic Devilman series. And it's a fucking beautiful anime. Narratively, it's a story about demons, about bigotry. It's about Satan in an apocalyptic time loop. But at its core, it explores the very real question of what makes us human, and how paranoia can make good people do evil things. And this is explored through the love and friendship of main character Akira and his best friend Miki. Two people who are violently struck down and who honestly deserved so much better. Both Akira and Miki exemplify the ideal traits of good people. They're both kind, passionate, and friendly. We see them support one another and protect each other throughout the anime. Miki is the sweetest cinnamon roll who's compassionate and inclusive. Akira is a lovable hero who, even though becomes a demon, still chooses to be good and defend the humans from demonkind. Their friendship feels real and earnest. They become the central points in which we experience this world. Ultimately, Akira's demonic existence indirectly leads to the death of Miki's parents and her little brother. However, instead of rejecting him or hating him like we'd expect her to, she accepts him and chooses to love him and to defend him. Their relationship is tender and sweet. We see a genuine and endearing bond between these two, and we want them to succeed. I wanted to see them overcome the odds and have their happy ending, but we don't get this. As the state of the world grows bleaker, Miki becomes the shining light that motivates Akira in his battle against the demons. Unfortunately, she's savagely murdered by a group of humans out for demon blood, and Akira's faith in humanity dies with her. Seeing these wonderful characters succumb to their terrible fates is heartbreaking. The manner in which Miki is murdered and then paraded around as a grotesque trophy is fucking maddening. Seeing Akira lose everyone and still attempt to stop Ryu only to be killed off screen in this apocalyptic ending is shocking. I just wasn't ready. The idea of these two precious people trying to make the world a better place and ultimately failing in such a brutal and graphic way is viscerally heartbreaking. But there's an unfortunate realism in it. As much as their fates hurt me emotionally, I don't regret watching and experiencing and feeling this pain. In the end, I do think there's something cathartic and special in stories like these. In the stories where our heroes don't win out, where they are violently taken away from us. The feeling of loss resonates with you much more heavily, and the story's themes and characters stay with you much longer after the credits have rolled. There's something beautiful in connecting with a fictional character so much that their death resonates with you so heavily. I believe this makes the characters more real than not. They escape the confines of fiction and continue to live on through us, within our hopes, in our dreams, in our headcanons, and in our fan fictions. It's the idea of don't cry when it's over, instead be happy that it happened, and that you got to spend some time with these ideas. In this way, we can make peace and truly transcend our experiences. Ultimately, at the end of episode 9, we get a little end credit scene that shows Akira and Miki riding off into the sunset. We see Miki in peaceful bliss as she holds on tightly to Akira as they ride down the highway on a motorcycle. It's a beautiful little send-off. Something a little extra for us. A what if. We get a glimpse into what could have been, knowing that the story of Devilman is one that is forever looped and repeats itself again and again. It's nice to see that possibly, in some future, Akira and Miki can have that happy ending. Devilman Crybaby broke my heart, but it will never break my connection to the new friends I made along the way.